All right, y'all. I'm here talking to y'all about different stuff, but one of the things I want to get on is to stay on is uh, how we can get around this Pookie picking. Now, in my opinion, to get around the Pookie picking is go to see somebody in therapy, or you're gonna have to open up and listen to somebody and say to yourself, maybe this person got a point. Because as long as we think we're right on every issue, we never gonna get anywhere. You're never gonna learn anything if you're always right, right? You have to accept the fact that, hey, maybe this person may know more about this situation than me, right? Especially if they maybe have better results in that field than you, right? But a lot of things, but see what's happening here with this Pookie picking is a lot of women that have success in relationships, you don't see them on YouTube, you don't see them on TikTok. That's not where their interest lies. Their interest lies in maintaining their relationship, and they know once they start telling other people about their stuff, and the people that can get to them, one thing they know about certain types of women will try to sabotage your situation just by throwing vagina at your husband or your lifelong partner or whatever, right? So, if you want to maintain, a good relationship with your man, it's probably best to just don't only tell so much, hey, everything's okay, you know what I mean? But don't play it up like, oh man, this dude is the greatest. Because if you do that, what you're going to do is incite the jealousy and envy of the women in your circle, and the more aggressive ones of them in that circle may decide to see how good of a man you got for themselves, right? By subjecting him to high amounts of sexual tension, you know what I'm saying? And man, I'm telling you, there's good men. We all, all of us are trying to be good men. Well, not all of us, but most of us are trying to be good men, right? But I don't care how good a man he is, you know what I'm saying? He can only take a certain amount of sexual tension from somebody else who he finds attractive. I mean, who he finds desirable. If he finds a person desirable, and they put they give him a lot of high sexual tension. Holy smokes. Many have fallen from the sexual tension of a woman, man. Many have fallen from high places for following they lower self and following their desires of a woman, you know what I mean? And a woman putting out that sexual tension out there on you. Man. So anyway, let's get back to the Pookie picking, man. So the Pookie picking, man, is usually it's the women picking men, right? They agree to be in relationships, or they select men to be in relationships that are they quote unquote want monogamous relationships. And so what they do is they select men that they can see have a fly in the ointment or a flaw in the program. And so what they do is what I keep saying is they use a conversion method, right? I'm going to convert this person. This person ain't ready for a real relationship or long-term relationship or relationship with responsibilities, duties, and honor. He ain't ready for that. But I'm gonna convert him, girl. I'm gonna convert him. We're gonna show him. I'm gonna make him see that I'm the kind of woman that he can. And you just keep trying to do that. Oh, okay, I couldn't convert him, but I'm gonna convert this next one. Instead of saying, you know what, maybe the type of guys that I'm allowing into my life, maybe that is the issue with this Pookie picking. Maybe that's the issue. I'm only giving myself a limited amount of men to select from because these are the men that I'm sexually attracted to. So therefore, I'm only giving myself this group of men to choose from. And I dig that. I understand that. But just say that. See, the problem I have is most women don't say that. they say instead of taking responsibility for only selective men that have inherent problems with long-term relationships, instead of saying it's me, instead of taking responsibility, saying it's me allowing these people into my dating pool, and now I'm only selected from these people because of their either their financial resources, their sexual prowess, or their attractiveness, beauty appearance. Those are the only people I'm allowing into this pool that I'm dating for. I'm not even checking their character. Unfortunately, this is yielding me these piss poor results. But instead of me taking responsibility for that, I'm going to blame the whole. I'm going to say the whole pool is tainted, but the whole pool is not tainted. The whole pool is not tainted. You just selecting the people that turn you on are the people that that inherently. Why should a guy that is attractive to multiple women and has all kind of women approaching him every day, why should he be, trying to figure out how to make a long-term relationship work? He don't have to. He don't have to learn how to make a long-term relationship work. There's women out there that's going to, sign up for his program regardless. So that kind of person don't have to. Especially if they never saw it. They don't have it. You ask them about his mom. Hey, how's your mom? Oh, my mom was divorced from my dad since I was like 2 or 3 years old. They never was together. Well, how has this person even seen what it looks like to be in a good relationship? They don't even know what it's like to exchange, to have that yin and that yang exchange to where you have a good relationship. They don't. But you walking into the sunset with this person. And then you say, oh, ain't no good men. There's good men. Good men just are going unselected. So you know what happens? Then good men see, this is what happens. I said this on a video before. Well, good men just get tired of the rejection. Well, men don't even approach women anymore. Men are not going to approach women anymore. Men are not going to approach women anymore. Right? Men are not going to approach women anymore. They're just not. Why? Because they don't have to. It's well put like this. Good men don't have to, because good men ain't looking for just sex. Guys looking for just sex are going to continue to approach women, man, because that's all they're looking for. But really, what's the problem that most women have is they will not accept the reality of the situation now. Where most women, I think most women want a good dude. Most women want to be with a good dude. If they're going to be in a relationship, they want to be in a relationship with a good man, right? The problem is, especially in the black community, most of the women have been told by the church and other religious bodies that don't worry, as long as you come to church, a good man's going to walk through that door. That might be right, but you have to be aggressive, man. You have to be, see, in today's world, if you want a good man, you have to be aggressive. You have to step out there. Because if you let a good man come into the church, come into the temple, come into the mosque, if you let somebody come in like that, man, 5 or 10 women are going to be all over that dude already before you even get halfway down the aisle. They're already going to be checking that dude out already. But you out here, waiting on, well, if I just sit here on this pew and I'll be faithful to God, and that, yeah. At one time it was like that, but now it ain't like that no more. Why? Because the smarter women are more direct. They're more direct, they own it, and you sitting back waiting, and your competition is stepping right on top of you. They're going after these good men in college. By the time you recognize this dude and turned the corner, he's a better man, all that. By the time you recognize all that, man, you 28, 29 years old, a kid or two down the road? This man ain't got no kids. He out there, man. He just getting started. He working for John Hopkins or some other big place. And now you say, oh, that's a good dude. Then you look at the man and say, oh, man, all he want to date is white girls. Well, that's the only ones who was giving him play. Those were the only ones that was giving him play. The black girls turned their backs on. I know, I've been there. I never dated white women, but I mean, I've been there where black women just reject you into oblivion. I was trying to date the darkest black girl at my school, at wherever I came in contact with them, working. I was back when I used to date women at work, right? So I was just trying to date the darkest sisters, and they would reject me. Why? Because, I was a regular dude, man, but I wasn't no, rock slanging, money having, street hanging dude. I'm just not like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I know them kind of cats, because I used to play basketball with them all the time, but I'm not that dude that's, got a sack on me all the time. I'm just not that dude. I don't roll like that. I never was carrying a piece or nothing. I used to play basketball with them. I used to go to, shout out to the park system, but I used to go out and play at the parks out here. Silverado, Delamo, used to go play at the Gompers Junior High. I mean, we all over Gompers and Watts, Silverado and Long Beach, Compton High, Compton. We used to go all over the place and play with all these different types of dudes, right? But I wasn't one of them dudes, man. I can't walk up to no girl and be, hey, baby, check this out, and show her a piece. And I'm just not, man. And I'm never trying to be front and not be who I am. So, girl, when they see you square like that, they be like, okay, you a square dude. That's cool. No offense. But I'm looking for an animal. I'm looking for an animal. Right? And I'm like, man, okay. And then you get love from the lighter skinned women. And meanwhile, while they getting used and abused by the Pookies and the Ray Rays, they ain't even think about you. But it's then they get spit out on the other side of that system. Now they go, oh, maybe Clarence wasn't that bad. Yeah, but it's too late. I'm already off the market now. Oh, well, you didn't want me anyway. What you mean I didn't want you? I was trying to get to you. You didn't want me. You know what I'm saying? So, Look, so we got to address the Pookie picking, man. And we got to, at some point, teach our young sisters and our brothers. We got a lot of stuff to teach the young brothers, too. But the sisters can really put a stop to all of this pookiness, because if they turn their nose to it, it's done. The dudes will stop doing it because it won't be working. And they got the power to do it, but they don't realize it, right? They submitting to, this whole theater of, the bad boy theaters, right? And they're getting crushed. They're getting crushed out here, right? And so the bad part about that is they go back and get crushed again, and they go back and get crushed again. Why? Because they never address the Pookie picking, man. They never address that. They never say to themselves, why am I always getting these such bad results? So what they tell themselves is, I know what it is. It's the race of men that I'm dealing with. That's the problem. The race of men is what I'm dealing with. Let me go try and deal with another race of men, or another group of men, and but you not addressing the Pookie picking. You just gonna go to that other race or other group and pick the Pookies in that group. That's what I don't understand. And then your results show it. They horrible results. Some of y'all got such bad results, man. Unfortunately, some of our sisters got such bad results. Man, their lives get taken away from them. Their lives get taken away from them. And so people lie to them and say, hey, it's not your fault. You ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the men. It's the whole group of men. It's the whole superset of men. That's the problem, because all their mentality is the same. All of us are not the same. That's as dumb as me saying all women are the same. Every woman is different. Everybody's going to be different. What you're trying to find is a woman that matches you, matches your energy, right? Got as many things in common as possible and matches your energy. But people out here, man, they ain't telling these women the truth, man. They tell, if you just switch over to lesbianism, that's going to be the answer. Lesbianism on its own is not the answer. It's not the answer. Because if you're picking pookies in the heterosexual market, you're going to pick pookies over in the lesbian market. I mean, you're going to have the same results just with a woman. That's why y'all go to all these different countries and all this stuff like that. And yeah, these dudes, man, they'll flip you like a pancake, for a night or two. But as far as a long-term relationship, nobody's trying to get a long-term relationship. Why? Because they can see you got issues that you need to work on. And you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. You probably need to go to therapy. Now, there's 1 in 100 of y'all that could just, do the logistics in your mind and crunch it out and say, you know what, this is why I'm having problems. Okay, I accept that. Here's what I'm going to do to change that. Some of y'all like that, but some of y'all not. Some of y'all need to go to therapy, man. Have a person outside the situation address it for you so that you can heal yourself, and then you be ready to deal with a good man. Some of y'all don't want a good man because you know you messed up. You know you are jacked up, and so therefore you are having mercy on the good man and rejecting him so that you can get with a Pookie because that's what you think you deserve. I don't know what you deserve. I ain't been with you. I ain't walked with you your whole life. I know what you do deserve. I don't know what you do or don't deserve, but I know one thing you do deserve is a right to be happy, justified and free. You have a right to that. And the only person that can control that is you. If you letting someone else control that, hey man, that's on you to try to figure out how you can get out from up under that. But you control your own happiness. You should control your own happiness. You should control your own destiny. Stop putting yourself in positions where other people that don't have your best intentions are able to control your future and your destiny. Now, I'm sitting here talking to you from Los Angeles, man. I know y'all saying to yourself, what he know? Hey, any one of y'all that want to challenge me on any of the points that I'm making, feel free. Feel free. I always got that out there. I always got that invitation out there. If you come, you wanna challenge me to a discussion, not challenge to a discussion, but discuss it with me. Cause there ain't nothing to debate. Only a fool would debate the truth. Now, I'm not gonna debate the truth, but I will discuss it with you. If you can show that what I'm saying is off, then I'm willing to listen. As long as we have an honest and respectful discussion, right? But there's no point in discussing a fact. Debating facts. There's no point in debating that. That's why I usually don't debate people because, well, number one, they ain't gonna never debate me because I'm gonna just hit them with the truth. And second, you can't debate. There's no sense in. Only a fool would debate a fact, right? Only a fool would debate the facts. So I'm not a fool. Not anymore, at least. So I'm not going to debate any factual information. But I can talk about different perspectives on that information, right? You have different perspectives on that information. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all about the Pookie picking and the ways we can get around the Pookie picking. And that is, we got to show our young girls how to select better, man, how to select men better, and what they should value more than just the physical appearance, the sexual prowess, and their the money. Because those seem to be, as my observation, those seem to be the three things that are the most highly valued for most women, right? And so I think that if we could get women around that and understand at a younger age that just because a dude got a nice car don't mean he's a good person. Just because a dude got that nice body don't mean he's a good person. Just because a dude got a whole bunch of money in the bank don't mean he's a good person. And what you looking for? See, you ain't right, because if you was looking for real love, then real love should be what you be looking for in the other person instead of just the resources. But some of our sisters have gotten so far down into their development that they have blew their wad, and now they're like, oh, I just need some help resource-wise with this situation. So anyway, I don't want to go into a super long thing. This is part one. I'm going to talk about the Pookie picking and how that we can fix it in part 2, man. I mean, it's still, I'm talking about it now, but I mean, I'm just saying, we're going to talk about some other strategies. One of the strategies I talked about right now was talking to the younger sisters, right? We got to talk to the brothers. Obviously, I mean, we got to talk to them. But they've been so conditioned for sex, it's harder to talk to them because they've been so conditioned since they was kids. Sex, they've been using sex to sell everything from toys to cereal to food to cars to houses to trips to grown-up toys, everything. So men are at a distinct disadvantage in the reprogramming process. I think we're going to get more out of reprogramming the women first than reprogramming the men. Once we reprogram the women and the women start doing things different, I think the men will have no choice but to submit to that or go it out or try homosexuality or whatever they got to do because the women are just not going to, the better women are just not going to put up with that. But we'll talk about that, y'all. Hey, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace, and thank y'all for listening.